Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Motorsports, and we have just had the first practice session of the Imola weekend. It is the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix and a very, very interesting first session with Charles Leclerc. The Ferrari is looking very, very quick. Issues for Max Verstappen, as well as an engine failure for Alexander Albon on the first session since renewing his contract at Williams. So not really the session they would have liked to have had from a Williams perspective. But before we look at the session, we're going to move to a different screen, look at some of the timing stuff like that. Please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. So we're back in Italy, and this time the weather has held. It was a balmy 24, almost 25 degrees over there. Track temperatures well over 40 degrees. As the Formula 1 cars got out for the first time since 2022. And very good early signs for Ferrari. Themselves and Red Bull have made a lot of upgrades to their cars. And one team really looking like very good with the upgrades. Another team struggling at the moment with the upgrades. So in terms of what we just saw, let's have a look, shall we? And that is the summary of the session. So the fastest around that track was Charles Leclerc, the only driver to get under that 1.17 mark with the fastest lap there. Followed pretty closely, just 1/10 of a second behind, was George Russell before fellow teammate for Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, closing that up. The two Red Bulls were 4 and 5, but Max Verstappen not happy in that car. He complained about issues where as soon as he was braking, for example, he couldn't brake because, you know, the back end of his car was swinging out, and we saw him lose control and almost go into the wall, managing to correct himself going over one of the corners. Ironically, just after setting a faster sector, and he did it again, where he set a faster sector before losing control of the car completely and ending up on the gravel. So not a happy man was Max Verstappen, very frustrated. And Red Bull have a lot to work on between now and the second practice. So maybe early warning signs about the upgrades and maybe not going as well. You know, it could be the new floor, for example, they've just put in. That could be the issue. We'll have to wait and find out. A very good session for Yuki Tsunoda, who found himself in 6th fastest, just ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Lando Norris didn't get to really spend as much time on the track as he probably would have liked. Only came out about 35-40 minutes into the session. Still managed to get a bit faster than his teammate Oscar Piastri, with Fernando Alonso coming in quite late. Was struggling in the early parts of the session, but ended up finishing in the top 10 there. Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll, Daniel Ricciardo, Ocon, and Oliver Behrman, who was driving in a Haas for this session, were the ones sort of rounding up that top 15. Very frustrating session, though, as mentioned, for Albon, who finished up with the 19th fastest, but was actually retired in the session about 20 minutes in, where his car just mechanical failure, apparently hitting too much curbs is what the official word was from Williams, meant that he had nothing really to give and basically just coasted off until he could find the right area to park his car. So the session paused for literally about 5 minutes. They got his car out the way, and then things got going once again. It was an interesting pre-practice in terms of all the teams managing to get the various different compounds out there. Hard, medium, soft, all were used across the various teams. So lots of information would have been gathered. The times are very, very quick. Quicker than what we saw in 2022. So long may that continue, and hopefully we'll see some really, really nice times come race day and in the next session as well. But let me know what your predictions are, and does Red Bull respond? Would you think they might manage to sort those issues out, or do you think Max Verstappen might yet still continue to struggle throughout the weekend? All the drivers, in fact, actually struggled a little bit. A lot of them going wide, a lot of them not managing to hold on in certain corners. So they talked about it being a very difficult old school track, and the first session definitely backed that up. But let me know what your predictions are for the second practice, as well as maybe your early predictions for qualifying down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve, and I'll chat to you soon.